How's everybody doing? Puppy Pot and Chill number 622. Another edition of Biden fucks everything up. It'd be nice if I could do a video saying Biden fixes everything, but that video doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. What are those guys doing out there? Never mind. Does not matter. I'm here with Munch, as usual. He's here with me. I'm gonna start up, and while I'm going, I'm gonna load my bowl, and then I'm gonna take a couple of hits with everybody. So let's start. I'm gonna start with something kind of funny. The Babylon Bee comes out and says CNN runs an actual truthful news story with facts as a April Fool's prank. Since, for the most part, CNN likes to run fake news, on April 1st, they'd run a real news story. I thought it was funny. Babylon Bee, thank you for your satire. Ooh, screen hit. Wow. AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, keeps making stupid remarks trying to downplay the border crisis since Democrats are in charge and failing miserably and totally. Well, AOC, it doesn't matter how many stupid remarks you make trying to say that the border is fine and that there's no crisis. Unfortunately, people like me and other people with half a brain are able to go on the internet and look up the truth, which is there is a horrible crisis on the border. The Biden administration is fucking everything up. They have no plan to fix it, and immigrants are sleeping under bridges in those tinfoil blankets trying to stay warm because, well, he has no plan. A racist teacher goes on a rant about, it was a racist rant about people, and it was on a Zoom call, and he didn't mute his mic. So people were able to see exactly how this teacher felt. Now, this is a teacher who is teaching our children now, and he's racist as fuck, trying to teach our kids about racism. How do you think that is going to end up? CNN was mocked for the insanely stupid article where, you know what, why am I doing this? Hold on. This is so stupid. I'm sitting here barely able to read this. All right. CNN was mocked for the insanely stupid article where CNN says it's impossible to know a child's gender at birth. This is the absolute ignorance in mainstream media. You can't tell a child's gender at birth? How ignorant are you? How about this? You start at the eyes and you go, and you look down and you'll either see something hanging off or you won't. If you see something hanging off, then it's a boy. Otherwise, it's a girl. It's just absolutely fucking stupid. You can't tell the birth of a child. You can't tell the gender of a child at birth, huh? Really? CNN, right there, baby. You are on top of it. Black nationalist was a Louis Farrakhan. I can't say. He was a follower of this guy who is very bad. Attacks the Capitol, and a cop dies in the melee. Where's the media coverage on this? Why isn't this being covered? Because it should be a huge story. I'll tell you why it's not being. It's because of the person who did it is the reason the coverage is so low. If it had been a white man, this would be top news. This is the bias and the racism we're seeing in the mainstream media. If you think it's not there, you are closing your eyes to it. All right, let's take a hit. I got my bowl loaded. So let's do this. Oh my God, that's good. All right. Whether the mainstream media reports it or not, the almost daily mass shootings that happen, like I say, nearly daily, do happen. Period. Whether they report it or not, it's happening. Violence is on the rise, especially in the areas where cops were defunded. In those areas, killing/murder rose drastically. They spiked up because there were no cops. They were defunded. AOC said that if you defund the cops, it's going to become a utopia. Well, it did for criminals and killers. Not so much for the people that wanted to live a calm, peaceful life, however. AOC is so stupid. Take away the cops, it's going to be beautiful. No, it turned into a horrible place overnight. It is my opinion that we are already in a social civil war. I just don't think people are recognizing that we are in it because of a simple viewpoint error. I think the people are looking for something that resembles the last Civil War, when it does not look anything like the last Civil War. In this Civil War, the internet actually plays host to a new type of battle fought in cyberspace. And even that one gets ugly, and there are casualties. People's lives are destroyed. Civil war is here. I do really believe it. I think we've pushed people to the breaking point. Ow! People have broke, and it's obvious. We've seen the killings. We've seen the riots. We've seen people destroy buildings, businesses, and people's lives. It's here. It's happening. Speaking of which, I don't say it, every episode anymore, but rioting on the daily continues. So far, every day, somewhere in the country, there's been a riot or riots. There's no mainstream media coverage of it. Why? Well, they don't want to report that the riots are continuing. See, they want to say that under the Biden administration, things are getting better. It's gotten worse. They're just not reporting it. And just because they're not reporting it doesn't make it not real. It's still happening. Riots happen. People's lives are destroyed. Businesses destroyed. Set on fire. But they don't report it. So it must not be happening. Yes, it's happening every day. It's the left's fault, but they're not going to report on it. They got to make it look like Trump was bad, Biden is good, no matter what. Even though I can watch video after video of riots and problems at the border, and it doesn't matter how much they deny it or don't report it, it is there. A prison inmate overpowers a guard, and along with a couple of other inmates started making moves to an attempt to take over. They had a hostage, one of the guards. Sorry, I'm high. Anyway, the hostage situation was fixed as the guy who overpowered the guard and tried to take over was double tapped and taken out. Just boop, ended. Let's take a hit really quick. No, but that's not what I thought was interesting about the story. It wasn't that somebody got loose in a prison and tried to take it over. And to me, the story wasn't interesting that the inmate was taken out by a guard that just double tapped him. What interests me about the story is right after it started happening was a couple other inmates started live streaming the situation. Now, for those of you who don't know, phones, the smartphones where you can do live streaming with, they're not allowed in prison. But yet a couple of prisoners, inmates, were able to live stream. How would they do that? This is what made it interesting to me. To me, this says that these inmates had to store and then pull out to film, live stream this situation by taking this phone out of their prison wallet. That was what was interesting to me about that particular article. Now, for those of you who do not know what a prison wallet is, perhaps you should look it up or ask a friend. But let's just say it's a very safe place to store things if you're in prison. Not everybody looks there. Yeah. Man, imagine having to store that. Wow. Brave. All right, that's brave. BBC News studies says that men are funnier than women. Way to fuck yourself, BBC. No matter if I do agree. Way to fuck yourself. It's my opinion. Now, see, I think I figured out how things work with the left. Okay, everybody, they're all self-entitled. They believe they're special. Okay? Which they're not. Nobody is better than anybody else. Nobody is special. But this is their thinking. It is my opinion that your opinion is dangerous. And because I am special, my opinion is better and more important than your opinion, which makes me right and you a dangerous racist, white supremacist, traitor, and everything else. And you should be removed from society. And because I am special, my opinion trumps your opinion. Therefore, what I think is correct and what you think is incorrect. See how that works? That is how the left thinks. It has nothing to do with reality, truth, facts, nothing. Nothing. It all has to do with opinion. They think that they are right, which inherently makes others wrong, no matter what the facts and truth is. And because they are special, their opinion is more right than your opinion, which makes them better than you and right. That's why they say that you should listen to them and not ask questions. Which is why I do not listen to them and I ask questions. All right. Always remember, I'm a stoner. Don't listen to me. Good hit. And always remember, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. If you're not 21 in a state where it's legal, just don't do it. All right? Now, if I say something that intrigues you, by all means, look it up for yourself. You find out what you believe the truth to be, because that's all that really matters is what you think. Don't let somebody else tell you what to think and believe. ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, Fox, they all have an opinion and an agenda, and they all push it. If you want the truth, you got to do a bit of digging, but do that bit of digging. Do not let them tell you what to think, feel, and believe. You are a free human being. It's nearly impossible to love everybody, so let's try not to hate. Even though Biden makes it really fucking tough. As a matter of fact, almost every politician makes it tough not to hate. The Democrats just make it worse. The Republicans are just worthless piles of shit that don't do anything. I hate them all. Take another hit. Let me see here. Oh yeah. Take another hit. Alright, be safe. I love you fuckers. Stay high, bitches.